not warm today, at least for me. Now, it was starting to get a little nippy as I was working on the car and stuff, but there we go. Try that again. This road, I was just in a big dip there, so I don't know how the quality is going to be in the stream, to be honest. Just, again, I'm cruising down the highway, so, but anyways, so, like I said, I installed the PCV valve, and I need to tune the carburetor a little bit, so that it can compensate for that, you know, the different vacuum that the engine now has, because, you know, part of that, the oil is being sucked back into the motor again. So, and which it should clear up the valve cover too, because there's a bunch of condensation in there right now. Like, it looks like I have a blown head gasket, but I don't. It's one of those things that I just do not like seeing. Don't you stay. Good point. As you get out of your truck. Well, that's just how it goes. I wouldn't have got it out of my truck there, but okay. Yeah, hi! There's a big truck in behind me, and he only has one headlight functioning at the moment. But, like, the car is running pretty good, but again, like, that PCV valve, it is running not quite as nice, because again, I have to do an adjustment to the car. And I'm just fucking hungry, and I want a pizza, so I'm going out to Olds. And as I get passed by this jackass. Oh, dude! What are... Wow! Some people are just so antsy to get by. Like, that dude blows by and knocks a bunch of rocks onto my car, so that's fun. Yeah, hi, Mr. Trucky Bucky. You know, it's only 100 for here, and I think I'm doing about 105. Hi! And if you're wondering, that's kilometers, not miles, because I'm sure people are going to ask, but yeah, it's definitely kilometers. But, so, like, I resealed the taillight. I didn't get the taillight fixed. What I did, actually, I put some incandescent bulbs back in and took the LED board out. And so I cleaned the hell out of that. And, you know, I didn't get... I don't actually have a crimper for, you know, doing wiring. So I was asking my neighbor if I could borrow his. And I guess he's just been busy, so, you know, it's okay. I could fix it realistically within about 20 minutes, to be honest. Like, it wouldn't take me long at all to fix the taillights. 20, maybe 30 minutes total. Because I'd have to take it apart again, fix the feedback, one connection, and then plug it in, mount them back in again, and boom, done. Like, it'd be so easy to do. It's not that hard to do this. And they are plug and play, like these taillights. It's just, there was just stuff that I wish was labeled better on them, but other than that, they're great, to be honest. They're nice and bright, and, you know, and the issues that I was having before, other than the speed portion of it, the speed portion was not, the speed is because there actually is a speed controller on it, and I didn't know what the speed controller was until I talked to my buddy. Okay, right, make up your damn mind, Jesus Christ, dude. And oh, okay, that's really poor fitment of those fender flares on that G35. Everybody just wants to go fast. I get it, it's nice weather and stuff, but I don't really need to go fast. I'm trying to conserve fuel. But yeah, like, I won't be live for terribly long, because I still need to order my food. That's the whole reason why I'm going out to Olds, just to get some food that'll last me throughout the night and into tomorrow a bit too. So, yeah, but no, it's honestly, it's running pretty good overall. have to adjust that. There you go! You finally passed me. Congratulations. What? I don't understand people like that. I really don't. But they always have to be in front. I just don't get it. This is not a racetrack. It's the road. And we're not, we're not racing either. Just straight up, just driving down the highway. Like I said, just cruising. Like the title says, I'm just cruising down the highway. And it's just, honestly, just a nice day. It's like 1 degree outside. It's beautiful. Here, I'll slow down for you, so give you some room in between me and another truck. There you go. Always got to be courteous, especially it's only, 1 lane per side, so it can be quite dangerous to pass if you're not careful, right? But, the one thing is, and I love, because when the weather gets nicer like it is right now, my car just runs so much better. It makes more power. It's quite awesome. I love it. Because when it's really cold, the car doesn't run, like, it will eventually idle and stuff like that, but the AFR isn't perfect, and it makes less power. You can smash the throttle, and it doesn't really go anywhere too fast, but welcome to carburetors, Now, that's the one thing with this injection setup, because it's going to act similarly to a carburetor, to be honest, in that regard. Like, the AFR will be controlled to a certain degree, but not on the fly. It is going to be controlled sort of like so that's how that's being done. And I wish I could just, like, honestly, if I had the money to do this, I would just take my engine and transmission out, ship my entire engine to him, and then he can play with it that way. But because then he can see exactly what I'm dealing with this particular engine. But I just don't have the money for that. So in fact, I can't really afford any of this. But he's just kind of just doing it because he wants to. So it is cool. Like, and he's a friend of mine and everything. And yeah, it's just gonna be a very neat setup, and it's great advertising for him because he knows I get around a lot, especially during the summertime. And when I tell them, yeah, who did it, I can, and who knows, I might ask him for, if he sends me some business cards, I can just hand those out to people, right? So that they can talk to him and do custom stuff on their vehicles, right? And that's just the cool part of this whole thing. It's, it's networking, right? And I am one of the, I network a lot, to be honest. I with a lot of different people from all over the place, I know a bunch of people in Calgary, I know people in Edmonton, I know people in Red Deer, I know people down in Lethbridge, and then I know people in the States that are into this car thing and that are good resources to have. Just kind of just all over the place. And it's good. And that's the one thing that I encourage all of you to do, is to actually, go out there and network. Because networking is your friend. And there goes the Subaru passing me. It's so fun that, everybody just wants to pass me. Now, I might lose you guys at the bottom of this hill. There we go, sorry. It decided to lose connection again, which I'm not surprised. I'm at the bottom of a hill, so welcome to living out in the country, right? Once the stuff gets sucked out of the head that way, because so I put a PCV on it, right? And there is, all that extra oil that gets spewed out, and I even have condensation in there. But right now, that PCV is sucking all of that out. So it might just need to, you know, do its thing. Because I've been meaning to put a cleaner through this engine, but that's not going to happen for another week or so. But the cleaners, you know, they do quite a lot, act the bomb. And I mean, that's awesome, and I'm happy that you are a fan of my channel and stuff like that. But no, actually, I don't, because one of these things of now I can't actually work as a mechanic because of my health situation. But like, I could help around a shop and be like a receptionist, something like that. I could do that, but I haven't been able to find the opportunities for that, because it's just I have lower energy, and I also deal with a lot of lightheadedness and heart rate issues. So it's one of these things that I just got to be careful. Like, even when doing the stuff to my car that I've done, it has taken a lot longer than what it would take most people because of my health situation. So yeah, but you know, it's one of those deals. But it'd be something I'd be open to. It's just, yeah, like working as a full-time mechanic, I couldn't do it. I just can't. Not with my way my health is. So it's annoying, but it is what it is. It's just, you know, I've had health issues for years, and even with going out and when I got COVID last year, that really did a number on me. And it's definitely affected a lot about me, because there's a lot of people that they get COVID and it's not a big deal. They can go about their day and it's totally fine. But when I got it, it really kicked my ass, and I almost ended up going to the hospital, to be honest. It was one of those things where I just was in bad shape, because I could barely stand, breathing was a little more difficult, and all this other stuff that just led me to believe that maybe I will, and I was close, very close to going to the hospital. Now, obviously, it didn't, and it all worked out, but yeah. And, so, okay, so it's actually only about, I thought it was 20 minutes to Old, so I guess it's less than that. Look at that. Now, this did start kind of on the highway about 5 or so clicks down, so that's not bad. But yeah, no, it's just, honestly, it's one of those things. I'd love to work in a shop, just have never found the opportunity to do so. I've looked around and I've applied at some places in the past, but yeah, and I mean, like, that's the one thing, and people don't understand that, because you will typically get better quality of work on your car from a woman. And the reason for that, especially in shops, is because we have to hold ourselves to a higher standard than most guys. You know, there's a lot of guys that, granted, like, they can honestly, you know, they have the knowledge and everything, but they can just wing a lot of it and do it that way, and it's just rather sad. Like, I don't understand people that are like that, you know, just don't do top or their highest quality work that they can. It's one thing you don't have the ability, and that's fine, you know. That is one thing, but then you shouldn't be in a mechanic shop, period. So, yeah. I mean, it's cool that you work in a shop. Like, I would. Especially if it was, like, you know, a classic car shop, because, you know, like, even the work I can do, I don't like working on newer vehicles. I just don't. I've dealt with them a bit, and they're just a pain in the ass to work on a lot of the time. But, it's one of those deals. Just how it goes. Now, it's so funny. All these guys that blew past me are right in front of me right now, because they got stuck behind that red light. Like, you guys didn't go very far. Because, yeah, I mean, I've done a lot to this car, though, considering, like, it's kind of funny, though, because me and my buddy Keith, like, we've done a lot of work to this car between the two of us. I mean, I've done more to it, but he's helped me a lot with everything, and he has issues, too, but because, like, he's got really bad back issues, and he's got heart issues as well. But we get it done. It just usually, for us, like, something that'll take you maybe a day or two to do will take us probably double, if not triple the time between the two of us. Guy likes my car. And the truck that went right by me earlier, one of them anyways. This, that OBS. Turning right there. He just gave me a nod, and I just gave him a thumbs up, because I like his truck too. The beater, and dude, you're jaywalking when it's a red light. What are you doing, you muppet? I don't understand people like that. Like, why? You couldn't have waited the few seconds? Oh. I just let off the clutch with it still in gear, and just like, oh crap, that's gonna stall. We all make mistakes every now and then driving our cars. I don't care who you are. You're gonna have those times when you just make a little mistake like that, and you're like, oh crap, at least I didn't stall it. Could that be embarrassing on camera? Yeah, so maybe I'll have to play with... Oh, no, that's gonna be them first, then me, yeah. So, it's one of those things, and I would like to work in the shop, like I mentioned. And, we'll see. We'll see if I ever get the opportunity to do so on a professional level rather than just a hobbyist level. Although the thing I'm most proud of doing on this car is this manual swap. It has made the biggest difference of everything that's been done to this car. The biggest difference. Because there is so much other stuff that, you can do to a car, right? So much more. But when going from an old automatic to a manual, you gain, like, I've gained about, give or take 20 horsepower doing that. And also, I've gained 10 miles to the gallon. It's just incredible. And that's what I want to aim for with this car. For the upgrades that I do, not only does it improve drivability, or like control, because actually, like a manual transmission, you have a lot more control. And why does the steering feel so heavy all of a sudden? That's a bit weird. It's usually not quite that heavy. Alright, now I just gotta... I don't know if this is gonna screw with the stream too much. I just need to do something really quick on my phone. There. Sorry, I just had to do that really quick because I was making, like... I meant to order, food before I left, because that's the only reason why I'm out here. I just decided I wanted food. So, that's what's going on here. But, yeah, actually, so that's where my duct tape was. I was looking for that. It's in the back of my car. It is what it is. But yeah, so like these are like the LED boards that I've been dealing with for the taillights. Right? Because they're quite dirty, you can tell. I need to clean them more, but a lot of that is going to be okay, but I definitely do want to clean them better. And because the one thing I was dealing with these, so there was some stuff that I spilt on it. To be honest, it was what's it called? just to seal it, to be honest. When I was trying to seal my taillights before, it just kind of went everywhere. I hated it. It was terrible. And so I got rid of all that, but some of it actually got onto the board, and I think that was what was causing some of the problems. But one of the main issues that it was having, though, I think, because I never really investigated it too much, or at least I tried, but I couldn't really find anything. But, so, there's supposed to be a connection on the end of that wire there. You can kind of see, right? There's supposed to be one. And I need to crimp it on, but I don't have a crimper because I was waiting for my friend. But he's just been busy, so that's fine. You know, and I got all these. I got a bunch of them. So there's 250 of them in there. Or no, sorry, it's 100 of them. And yeah, that should work, but we'll see. We'll see. I do wish, though, if there was anything I would change about this, because the controller of labeling it better, for one, and also dealing with, I wish more leeway was given with the wires, because actually what I would want to do with these is where one of the sockets are and the taillights, I just want to take it out and then mount this right there, to be honest. That way, instead of, you know, having to completely cut apart the taillight and stuff like that, because that's what is recommended to do with these, which I don't like that. I would much rather, you know, have it this way. And actually, I need some heat in the car. There we go. But yeah, it's just one of those things, right? If there was anything I would change, it's that, or those two things. But other than that, it's honestly good. It's great. I don't have any other gripes with it. You know, and the other problems I was having prior to that was the own wiring of my car. You know, because LEDs need perfect signal. Incandescents will just light no matter what. You know, it doesn't matter. Oh, this thing's running kind of awful now. That's because of that PCV. But, I mean, I could... The one thing is with the PCV, I can always get rid of it. If I need to. But, I don't know. I'll give it a little bit. And I might be able to tune this out, or maybe not. I don't know. Because you can tell, like, it's not running 100%. Because it's so weird, because it's acting like maybe that it's a vacuum leak, which is dumb because it shouldn't be, right? Putting a PCV on your car should not create a vacuum leak. I don't get it. Like, unless it needs to be on a different part of the valve cover, which would be dumb. It should be at the front. But, I don't know. Just figuring stuff out on this thing, to be honest, is just kind of weird. But, you know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. And these old cars are just, can be a pain. They can be a pain. You know, just playing with stuff, right? And we'll see, actually, because if I get, like, really bad fuel economy, I'll know that this is terrible. See, revving it up feels fine. Oh yeah, no, it's still acting like a vacuum leak, so I don't get it. This damn engine. It should not be doing that. Ugh, maybe I just have to deal with that frickin' that thing leaking, which sucks. Because the only other thing I could do, that might work. I'd have to look into that. But, you know, it's just one of these annoying things, right? It is what it is. It's either deal with an oil leak or deal with a car running like this, which I think I'd much rather deal with the oil leak. I don't know, maybe get some cleaner to run through this thing. Because I don't know if I can tune this out, to be honest. That's going to be difficult. I think. But we shall see. But, yeah. Oh. But anyways, you know what? I think I'm just going to end the stream, to be honest. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy, and I'll catch you in the next one.